Hi everyone, and welcome back to my Ascension portal, transformational portal. Okay, as here we are walking those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude and being strong in the middle of storms. So being compassionate with everything that is happening and transpiring is extremely important for our evolution and consciousness expansion because of the darkness that has been hidden, so-called, in those higher places in the invisible. It's now becoming visible, so the unconscious is becoming conscious, right? And so I'm sure so many people are going through very interesting moments and situations, but we're here building the platform, we're the ground crew, the Astra Galactico man, here for people to raise their frequency vibration, to re-educate themselves, to heal, especially all this trauma, drama, everything that we've been going through, or humanity has been going through for so long, whether it's 26,000 years ago or just this lifetime, or all these wars that are raging, right, all across the globe. And it's all pre-planned. This all psychological operations. Those are psyops, and unfortunately, those black magicians in those higher places, the high echelon, the power elite, kind of collaborating with the negative aliens, right? They have extremely highly advanced technology, and so there's lots of abuse and misuse of that because they're, like I said, black magicians. They have that, it's all of that satanic Luciferian nature. And I just want to shed the light on all so-called their secret societies that has nothing to do with secret societies of true ascended masters and of the Great White Brotherhood and of solar Rishis and Rishis sages of the Himalayan mountains. Is just kind of a very extremely demonic and dark cult. Okay, and this is not how America was founded. It has nothing to do with the true soul of America, God is America, and so on. And so there's been lots of distortions and lots of misconceptions about everything. And thing is, it's time to actually awaken to that, even though it's brutal, and start really recognizing the truth. The truth is within us. The kingdom of heaven is within us, and this is our duty. And even common sense that we have to dive deep within, start doing the inner works, rekindle the divine spark within that sacred chamber of your heart. Because we're divine, we're spiritual beings having human experience. We are sound, light, frequency, vibration. So, the great awakening is upon us. The shift in consciousness is upon us, right? We've been flooded with those cosmic energies here. So all this darkness is surfacing, is right here in front of our faces. I mean, and those, those who kind of prep themselves, who are we're the forerunners, the system busters, renegades, right? We just kind of making here like a safe place where we can teach and we can pray for humanity. And people are saying meditation, it's nothing, it's boring. There are so many these beautiful very young teenage monks, even in Tibet, Nepal, or close to the Himalayan mountains, right? And it's very powerful. Now everybody needs prayers. We need to start focusing on positive energies, on transformational energies, on healing. Okay, just to kind of neutralize or override the energies of those dark forces. Okay, those black magicians, or the fallen angelics, or the hybrid Anunnaki, the kind of Draco Nazi Gestapo faction, right? That's because, again, the raging here, just instigating all these wars. It's a propaganda, right? It's a business, it's money, it's psyops, so some military covered operations, dark projects, right? And this is kind of their Babylonian empire, right? This whole dark magic cult, dark occult. And we need to for me, is of course education, and we need to then transform it first from within us, around us, right? And then walking those energies, we can influence people in a positive, transformational way, being inspirational, right? And empowering, because all this suppression, oppression, dumbing down, all these toxins and contaminations, and all this cursing and black magic, I mean, enough is enough. We're ending the cycle of this constant nonsense, okay, and all this attack, and all this even pointing fingers and projecting this reptilian consciousness on others, right? It's on all levels, and but whether humanity or the power elite, whether it's on that physical plane, emotional plane, mental plane, even spiritual plane, because we're in a psychological warfare, okay? And it's the history was to hijack our mind, right? Siphon energy from humanity and just totally destroy the angelic luminous beings with their diamond sun DNA. So the so-called the power elite or the cabal, the Illuminati, who are worshiping the NAA, the negative aliens, so they can rule and have the entire solar system or the entire galaxy. They even wanted actually take over the entire universal time matrix. And that's what happens when it just gets out of control and becomes so it's just it's total abomination. It becomes unfathomable, okay? It's just totally out of control. So slowly and surely, those who are awakening, or those have the responsibility, those who are in a Christos mission, those who are an assignment, just we are here stabilizing the energies of cosmos, right? Of the true ascension, the energies of Christos Sophia consciousness, right? Christ Sophia consciousness, of purity, of harmony, of peace, of joy, of bliss. Okay, so then we can finally rebirth ourselves as who we truly are, and building the new ascension earth, this new paradigm, right? Paradise. And America, that's the platform, for all that, to grow, to evolve spiritually, emotionally, mentally, right? Just not be ashamed of this pain, and that we have trauma or all this dogma, that we've all been programmed, mind control, and we all been kind of abused, right? And we all kind of, well, we didn't know, or what is in our food, in water, in air, right? Children indoctrinated, all this thing going on, all this interesting or crazy mandates, right? And with zero common sense, and with such an intensity, because they've been building all this for quite some time. And then just go to the timeline, whether of 9/11, right, and the war on terror. And even though there are all these documents showing that there was no reason to go and invade the Iraq, and now you see how everything is escalating with all these proxy wars, with proxy Israel, because we're dealing with extremely dark forces, and these people, innocent peoples, they're just kind of in the middle of all that, I would say, a catastrophe, this kind of dark cloud. And it's time to spiritually start getting evolved. And it's just we're in this world, not out of it. The kingdom of heaven is within. So many people, actually, they were advised to even leave that area of Gaza, right? So many people are not choosing because of these attachments to the land or holy land. But remember, change is constant, and we came here to have all kinds of experiences where we can expand our consciousness. Unfortunately, most of it is through pain and suffering, or those who just kind of were living this kind of superficial, artificial life, right? Maybe they're still living in their la la land, and kind of that's great. But we came here seriously to evolve. My situation is to clear that dark cult and the karma, the black magic, right? All this cursing, and also having the bloodline in my DNA, right? That's the bloodline. Those are the power elite that participated in those blood rituals, and the sacrifices, of children and so on. But I was not born in this kind of environment. It shows you how the environment, if you do spiritual work, how you can transmute these energies, okay, and be above it. That's why I have the Guardian Ascension protocol. And again, this is I was told also in a young age, we have a different plan for you, because I wanted to be a translator, I wanted to be a diplomat, I wanted to work for United Nations and so on. We have something else for you. And it's, of course, there was a struggle. I didn't understand that, and now I'm so grateful and thankful, right? So we're the volunteer souls, and we just had that this is kind of my contract. Like I said, Indigo Warriors, right? Contract 3, and have a Rishi agreement. So, and it's complicated because we're multidimensional, and so many people, hardly can perceive where we are coming from. Here we're at least teaching people to start getting deep within and activating like their chakras, your energy centers, portals, vortexes, right? Especially the energy or the chakra here, your heart chakra, very important. Start loving yourself unconditionally, right? Working with colors, right? How we are liberating ourselves from that red wave frequency, those low those are 1, 2, 3, those low 3 chakras, and through our heart we can transcend and just kind of leave the matrix, because we've been stuck here in artificial AI. I don't want to say reality, it's just like false matrix that makes zero common sense. And to me, that's why I love yoga, this detachment, self-study, self-discipline, or spiritual discipline, surrendering to all that is, right? We talk about the ethics of social behavior and ethical principles of personal behavior, guys. So this is very important for us to learn, to grow, to understand, right? And this physical material world, remember, it's like a stage, and it's actually it's very relative. What is constant is within that sacred chamber of your heart, the existence of all that is, of God, of source, of creation, of our creator. And people, even though like they're suffering, and everybody all across the world, instead of again projecting and being kind of divided and living in that fear-based consciousness and all this conquer and separation and rage, right, that is within our hearts or within our bodies, right? Again, externally just kind of reacting on whatever is the happening, the external stuff, right? We need to calm down, we need to consolidate, we need to go deep within and start getting it right through meditation, through calming ourselves down, through controlling ourselves, our senses, or even our sexual energies. This is the core of our existence, right? And start kind of being educated and educating ourselves about the agenda of those negative aliens, right? About exopolitics here, about ascension. We have the Ascension glossary from Lisa Renee, the whole mechanics around ascension, right? This is now part of this reality. The entire cosmos is ascending to advance, to grow, to expand, to learn, to be rich with knowledge, with information, and kind of be empowered by our experiences, right? And all this negativity, of course, it's here for us to acknowledge, to accept, and then heal, right? Through spiritual practices, all these healing tools, and these crystal chambers, and being in nature, they're everywhere, whether YouTube or just people practicing it, right? So we need to then integrate that shadow and back to light, because we're beings of light. And our mission, because everything that what the earth, Mother Earth, went through, right? All this kind of crazy history, galactic cosmic history, is very important to understand that, right? We need to reconcile in a way and start choosing peace and choosing love, because love conquers all, and the fabric of reality, of true reality, is love, and that's the pure energy, innocence. Okay, so that's why we are in these kind of interesting situations, and we're experiencing all kinds of things for us to grow, to evolve, to awake, and to shift into the next octave, right? We're transitioning to the next harmonic universe, soul connection, consciousness expansion. So now, very important, those who've been doing the inner work and start understanding, feeling the power of your soul, right? You can start seeing and feeling now all the situations that are happening around us, or whether in this country, in America, or across the globe, on that soul level, right? And how the negative cycle, the artificial timelines, are constantly repeating, right? And this is the timeline of those negative aliens, you know, and of course, you know, their minions, right? The cabal, the mafia, and you know, the dark ones, right? This is not how the angelic, divine, luminous beings were designed to live, having direct connection to God, to source, and creating with the divine under free will, right? Loving co-creation with Holy Mother, Holy Father, right? Because we are the children of God. So start understanding all that, and I'm just praying that more and more people are awakening, even though so many people, they will not be amongst us on that physical plane. At the same time, understand that there are already those transitioning places in the astral plane where these beautiful souls will be re-educated, and so many of us will then meet them in those higher planes of existence, okay? And you will feel it through your soul, because where we're heading is all about telepathy, right? Also teleportation or bilocation, okay? And just being expanded, right? Because all about the materialism, consumerism, all this physical stuff, it's now how you feel, right? Because we're bringing the divine feminine, also the soul of America, the goddess America, we are bringing back online, okay? These energies are being resurrected, the true teachings of ascended masters, of solar rishis, right? Of the the secret societies of that positive faction, right? And all this symbology that was to base 12 mathematics, 144 harmonics, because they were messing up with our DNA, with our consciousness, right? The negative ones and so on. And they created so-called their secret societies, right? And it's a dark occult, it's a black magic, how to siphon. They have technology, right? AI, that siphoning energies from humanity and even from Mother Earth, Mother Nature, right? And of course, even torturing animals and plants, and probably devastating the mineral kingdom as well, because they don't have the inner wisdom. You have the inner knowingness, the connection to God, to source, which is love. So when people separate themselves from their heart, from their soul, right, they're disconnected from their higher self, from their sacred mind, then you see the effects. We live in a world of effects. That's why through energy, doing energy work on us, we can go to that causal body and see things, right, from those higher perspectives. So, and this is kind of our duty, to really work on ourselves and going back home to our spiritual self, to who we truly are. So just kind of praying for all that. Where's the Loka, Samasta, Tsukino, Bhavantu are just doing transformational work. I'm a being of fire. I am the purity God desires. Remember, we are a very powerful source of energies, right? So wherever we go, you'll be surprised how many people get being activated. Their heart is getting activated, or you can go to a store or wherever you go, and you can calm down the energies, right? I mean, this how powerful we are. But unfortunately, the reptilians and the Dracos of the negative faction, they unplugged humanity, right, from their ethereal DNA, and pretty much humanity was stranded there only with 2 strands of DNA, and of course contaminated and polluted, right? And all these chemtrails and GMO, and now there is this stuff, right? Nanotechnology of that negative faction. Remember, there is nanotechnology of positive faction. So be educated, very important. At the same time, from a couple of sources, you know, I had confirmation that humanity also allowed that to happen. And you know, that's, you know, everybody makes mistakes, right? It doesn't mean we're sinners and now, you know, believing that this guy Jesus, Yeshua, right, or he died on a cross for people's sins, right? To me, it's a belief system. That's why we have universal laws, and universal laws are based on energies. So understanding energies and feelings are very important. Even the Constitution of 1776 is based upon, right, the understanding of energies, that we are equal. We all come from one source. You cannot really mentalize it too much. So many people, and especially, you know, whether, you know, the male, right, because we've been living this patriarchy kind of misogyny society, and everybody on this intellect, so intellectual, right, like in times of Yahshua, these Pharisees, the judges or the lawyers, right? They were reciting sacred texts, but without connection to God, to source, right? So that's why the inner work, that's why also implementing kind of the divine feminine here. I'm sorry, this side, even though it's the right hemisphere of the brain, like dancing, singing, and being on that artistic nature, playing an instrument and doing sacred ceremonies. Like, yesterday, actually helped with some cleaning of the restaurant, and then I did saging, and I'm telling you, I'm in my power, I'm in my true element when I'm doing my ceremonial magic and working with the violet flame. Again, that's why he will help to also those Nazi, the swastika, again, they miscreated that's a Hindu symbology, right, of abundance, of peace. And again, that's how they reverse the symbology, the negative ones. But anyway, and after the saging, I went to the beach and chanting and dancing, and there's nothing can beat when you are one with source, and this flow of life, the cosmic energies is flowing through you, and you connect that to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and you're the divine, and you're dancing in these energies of your divinity, and have deep connection, reverence to the to source. You're the beloved, guys. Not even money can really if you need money for the basics, right? This I said, I want to have more and more of that experience, but being comfortable also financially, but living simply and even in a humble way. So that's kind of, I made that commitment, because yesterday was 10/10, right? It was the portal, a very important portal, of energies, of transformation, of transmutation, but also what we're putting out there, right? What we are projecting and what we are then attracting into our lives is just culminating, because these cosmic energies are really coming online. Everything that needs to go, right? Our inner shadow and all these skeletons in the closet. That's why, simplify your life. And of course, yesterday also I bought a little bit new things. It's just I'm like a child, I look like a girl. I never wanted to be an adult, and so just kind of trying new things, enjoying, but with moderation, right? Walking the middle path, the yellow brick road, very important, guys. So always centering ourselves, right? That's the quantum science. 1 + 1 = 3. The quantum manifestation protocol, right? Very important to understand that. Just kind of collapsing the old realities, right? Of course, through our heart center, heart structure, what we're acknowledging it, and we don't need it anymore. That's why even sorting out your closet and organizing your space, like we did yesterday at work, okay? And then cleansing, saging, very important, right? Just kind of the sacred ceremony, just cleanse that space. But at the same time, we have to do energy hygiene. Like, I do Epsom salt every day. I meditate. I have the unity vow every day in the morning. The 12D shielding, protecting yourself, and just reconnecting with the divine, within a sacred chamber of your heart. Again, that's how you increase that light quotient. And of course, drinking distilled water, right? Superfood, or on diet or fasting, guys. This is how we're ascending and meeting our galactic star family, right? And then we can be of service and helping others. That's how we're exiting the false matrix, right? Knowing ourselves, who we are, our mission, right? Why do we come here to this planet? And also embracing and knowing our gifts and talents that coming from the divine, and know your rights, right? Rights for ascension, to be abundant physically and also spiritually. Time to know your star family, galactic family, your soul siblings, right? That's kind of where I am heading, with the project for, military, for veterans. Of course, I'm dealing with DARPA, this invisible empire with extremely highly advanced technologies. I have their DNA, so I understand their psychology. That's why I'm bringing everything to divine justice, into cosmic trials, because those are multidimensional, entities, Dracos and reptilians and Anunnaki, fallen angelics, like I said, fallen angelics, the Alpha Draconis, okay? So somebody had to come and take upon their DNA, so we understand their psychology or psychopathy, right? I mean, you know, how, because even, you know, everybody, humanity, or where you're human, non-human, you know, visible, invisible, everybody who really is disconnected from their true essence, this how the negativity is forming, right? And if we don't take care of it, right, if we don't do something about it, like going deep within and just writing things down and being simple and humble, and prayers and meditation and yoga, right, spiritual discipline or martial art, tai chi or qigong, right, if we are not implementing into our everyday lives, the negative structure takes over us, and then we become them. Okay, so this is our responsibility to keep that flow of life within our bodies, around us, right? And you know, be the change that you want to see in the world, instead of again pointing fingers and changing things on the outside, right? Like it's happening with all these wars, and you know, it's all, you know, psyops, and how people are struggling and to kind of calling themselves weird names, right? This is not the way to go. We have to clean this house, right? We have to clean it, right? Build a spiritual house where the soul can reside, right? Because body is that's the temple of your soul. And then be out there and spreading these beautiful energies around, whether through teaching, helping. So like I said, know yourself, who you are, your mission, your gifts and talents, right? And you know, being of divine service. That's how we're exiting the matrix. So I'll talk to you next time. The red wave frequencies, the AI, oh my goodness. Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy. I wish you a beautiful day or beautiful evening, night, and many blessings, and namaste.